It's an absolutely incredible geographic spread, and I think that the names on the Roll of Honour every night have come from all over the Commonwealth countries, and then these poppies are going off around the world.
Hello, it's been a while since I've uploaded, but today I have a very special video that I really loved. I had no idea they did this, but it is the Tower of London Poppies, when they just covered the fields, went over outside all over the place of the Tower of London. This took place back in 2014, but this was the 100-year anniversary of the beginning of World War I. They placed almost 900,000 poppies to represent the deaths. So sit back and let's all enjoy this together. Wow.
I was just in awe of how many people were here. Honestly, it's just really nice to see the support from the whole city.
Such a lovely way to commemorate it.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Magic.
Yeah.
Really moving.
It is very moving.
Tremendous.
Whether it's young people or old people, they've come in their hundreds, they've come in their thousands, and they've stood on the behind the railings, looking down into the moat. That is stunning. It's stunning. It's beautiful. I love how they do the arch over, I'm assuming, to the other lawn. Really from early in the morning until late at night. And I think why it's caught the imagination of the country is this particular number of 888,246. They fought in mass armies, but they were individual soldiers. And each poppy represents an individual life lost and a family shattered. I think people can understand that.
My son was in the army as well. He served in Ireland, he served in Bosnia, and when I see that, I'm just really, really grateful that he came back.
My mother is from Canada, and her, I believe, grandfather was a spy in the war, so my mom wears a poppy every year.
And that's what it's about. It's appreciation. It's always a little bit of appreciation. I mean, my father died from his injuries from the Second World War. My mum lost 4 brothers during the First World War too, so obviously that's where my passion comes from, but we're all in the same boat. You have 4 fathers, wasn't it? This wouldn't be London, so, and I love London.
And so I think it's become a kind of a place of pilgrimage, not just a place where you see this artwork, or not just a place of commemoration because it's here. It's just become a kind of national focus. It started us asking questions about who we are, what are we doing when we're...
And it's incredible to know that it's hard to really wrap your head around each one of these, like they said, is a soul lost during World War I. It's just hard to believe. Like, you just see an ocean of these poppies, and that is a family and a father or a son. It's just so crazy how it's just an ocean. That's all you see, like these poppies. It's all you see. It's very hard, at least for me, to really like wrap my head around that. It's like when seeing the death tolls to like World War II. So difficult.
How warlike are we as a nation?
The thing about this is it reminds you that these people were human beings, just as you are a human being, just as the military personnel are human beings, and that interconnection, it's kind of everything. It breaks down the barriers of them versus us, or just a vast quantity of numbers. And I was at the closing sort of ceremony today, and the last poppy got put in, and by a little boy, and you think, that's a life, and you look around and there's more than 800,000 more lives, and it does hit you. Sometimes you look at the vastness of it and it's beautiful but hard to comprehend, and then this one poppy goes down and you think, okay, yeah, this is rather a lot.
We've had so many volunteers, so many people making the poppies, the whole of the Yeoman Water staff, the HRP staff, the number of people involved has been enormous, and I think unusually for a large artwork, it isn't then dominated by a single person or a single ego of an artist. In a sense, though me and Paul treat ourselves and believe that we are artists and this is an artwork, because we've been very open about it, I think we've allowed so many other people into it to take ownership of it.
Nobody that you've met on the project has been a bad seed. It's been a bunch of love, a load of stories that you really love to hear, and just the community has come so... I'm from the US, and the The UK spirit here has made me really proud that I moved here. I've been here 7 years and I love the spirit of this project. It's just been amazing. So
people are able to bring their own family stories to it. Grandparents can explain to their grandchildren how they connect into this story of our nation.
You just have to remember, I mean, they gave their lives so that we can live in peace today, and you know, what greater gift can you give than your life?
I think it's very important to remember. I think it's a good thing because we're remembering people who've done something for us and who've lost their lives while doing that. And the least we can do, obviously, is remember them.
We've invited members of the public to send in the names of a loved one who lost their lives in the First World War. And we've read out about 200 every evening. And we've done that every evening from the 5th of August through until today. I read the last list at 11 o'clock on the 11th.
Lieutenant MJD's Victoria Cross, Royal Fusiliers.
The installation is going to live on in a new, different way in the next 4 years. You know, that there's the first thing, which is them all going out to the general public, the people who bought them, and them having their own kind of tiny fragment of the installation. And then there are the two sculptural pieces which have been kindly bought for the nation, and we can take to various different locations to create some new installations relating to new buildings or new landscapes that can create a different kind of narrative on a smaller scale. And then the fact those are going to the Imperial War Museum and will be there, you know, for a long time as a focus for commemoration.
I've just come out of the volunteers office, and there's what we call the measle map, which is a little red dot on every part of the map where the volunteers have come from, and it goes from Singapore to Iceland, from Guinea, Sierra Leone to the west coast of the United States.
That could have been me. I didn't even know this happened. I mean, maybe I heard of it in 2014, but I'd really like to know if who went to this. There has to be some people that's watching this that actually participated, were a volunteer, or were a part of this in some way. The artwork is just beautiful, and the ones that go up and over the walkway into the Tower of London, beautiful, and the one that kind of almost like this waterfall down from the ramparts, I guess, from the turret.
It's an absolutely incredible geographic spread, and I think that the names on the Roll of Honour every night have come from all over the Commonwealth countries, and then these poppies are going off around the world. And what we really want to happen is that we want to send these poppies home now. The soldiers never got to go home, but you know, a lot of them will.
That was the video. This is a spectacular. And then this scene I thought was this whole area right here. I mean, the whole thing is incredible, but that's just kind of the cherry on top for the art side of things. So I just wanted to look at the military deaths by country, because I know how terrible, you know, each World War was. But World War I is a lot less known, I think, to most people in general, because World War II kind of overshadowed it, and that's kind of what we learn. At least here in the U.S., we learn much more about World War II than World War I. But yeah, Britain had a massive, just these three in general. Britain, France, Russia, and Italy had an incredible amount of deaths. And that was just such a brutal war, too. So thank you for watching. Thank you for joining for this. And hope to see you next time. Have a good rest of your day.